Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of SmashPad in VR. We're taking a look at Time Machine VR. This is a new game from not Minority Report, but Minority Media, who made Papo Yo on the PS3 and Steam. I think it also released on. And this is a pretty cool game from what I played. Let's hop. Let me check the options just real quick. Yeah, we gotta have subtitles on. Fixed. Yeah, I don't know why that's... Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. So, I haven't played this in a little while, but the story, as I recall, involves the future. This takes place a good bit into the future, and things aren't great for the world.
Welcome back to Svalbard. I can't wait to upload your data on Pliosaurus and Ophthalmosaurus.
Yeah, so this is our...
Yes, apologies, Doctor. That thing disrupted communications.
Yes.
There's our headless body.
I'll analyze the logs.
Thank you. I wish we had more time to spend on this.
Yeah, see, it's June 2nd,
But I'm
2033.
afraid our worst hypotheses are catching up with us. Rob, I have to issue a code 12.
Very risky, Doctor.
I'm aware. Do you have the visual? Cadet,
Yes.
when we built this station, core samples revealed something terrible. An ancient virus, perhaps millions of years old, trapped beneath the ice.
Yeah.
With global temperature rising and ice receding, we knew it could spread. And well,
Doctor, Ali tested positive, didn't he?
yes. So we need to ramp up our search for a cure. Cadet, we've been collecting data from the past to understand what effect the virus had on prehistoric hosts, and what to expect if anyone contracts it now.
This is what the data you've been scanning is for.
Yes. And we need you even more now. We have to develop a cure before the worst comes to pass. We need a breakthrough.
If we just had a little more time to train, it would...
And risk more infections? If this virus spreads, no. Train on the job. We need as much data as we can get, and quickly.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay.
You should familiarize yourself with the Dinodex. It's where we save all the data we gather. You can also peruse the Dinodex to learn more about the creatures that we've encountered.
Okay, so yeah. You got a pretty good idea of the situation. And obviously we have a counter here of all the people in the world that get infected. You can see it's mostly over Europe and Northern Africa and Western Asia. And so we're going to get going here. This is our launch area for our device. I'm using the left stick for this to move forward and around. This can, helps us go up and down and turn around. So we basically go...
We need to get up to speed quickly now. The Dinodex can help with that. It's where we save all our research and the data we collect. It can help you learn more about the creatures we've encountered. Just line yourself up with a pod hologram to attach to the structure.
And, yeah, so we're going back to the past to study these creatures and learn more about them. I guess you want to get right about here. Here we go. And so this is what I was looking at before, the the ophthalmosaurs, ophthalmosaurus, and the plesiosaurus, sort of swimming underwater in this vehicle and sort of dealing with them. And we learned different things about them. Sort of about their anatomy, their metabolism, all that. They give live birth at sea. Yeah, their massive eyes allow them to easily navigate in darkness. And so far, I've not done any of these others.
Where were we? Oh, yes. Your next assignment is more than ready. Feel free, though, to take a moment to rest before heading out again.
Where are we going? Back up here? Okay. And so far, motion sickness-wise, it's been okay in this game, from what I recall. There's a little bit of it from just moving around and not actively feeling it, but I tend to play one area at a time. Like that area is maybe 20-30 minutes maybe. So we'll get into here.
All systems are now online and operational.
Temporal relocation.
For temporal relocation in 3, 2, 1.
I don't know. Yeah, and they put this barrier on it, supposedly to protect you from the actual time travel part, because you would go insane. There we go. Let's see what we're doing here.
Review our objectives. Our primary research target for this excursion is the Dacosaurus.
Whoa.
It's so well adapted to life at sea, we're not sure it ever leaves the water. As the virus the doctor described originated in water, we hope Dacosaurus may offer us some insight. The area we're investigating was recently hit by violent tremors. Earthquakes and tsunamis were the norm in the late Jurassic period. Arrived. When you're ready, focus your view on the shutter controls. Let's continue our mission. I am detecting heat signatures at dangerously high levels all around us. Do be careful.
Alright, so let's see if I can remember. That helps us highlight things that are around us. Let's see. Let's send that around so we can see these fish. Let's try that once more. Maybe I need to get closer to these fish. Oh, these are mollusks.
Those look quite a bit like our modern nautiluses. Observe the soft cephalopod body emerging from the buoyant shell. Since we're here, why not tag one with a probe so we can identify which genus this is?
Yeah, let's get up close. That? That, I think.
It appears we're looking at titanites, a species at the root of modern squids and octopuses, but not direct ancestors of the nautilus. They appear to be scavenging for a meal. Recent seismic activity must have washed many smaller creatures into the area for them to eat. While titanites are fascinating, they are not our core objective. Let's find a Dacosaurus.
I guess we'll continue this way. Or no, up this way. Yeah, it has a little bit of GPS in it. Tell us the way we should probably be going. But yeah, this game looks pretty good, and from what I recall, Minority spent time.
Pressurized water superheated by magma.
Okay.
Not hot enough to harm our pod, but it could make navigation challenging.
And they did a good bit of research into these creatures. Okay, so we got one of them. Yeah, I better watch out for that. You can definitely get attacked. Holy crap.
What luck! Dacosaurus. Fortunate for us, they are focused on a massive carcass. Their behavior is unexpected. Since we're in no danger, let's try to identify the carcass. Scan all exposed flesh to collect DNA data.
Let's see. Is that what I want? I think this might be what I want. Scan flush. There we go.
Fantastic. A Lusotitan. A large land dinosaur of the order Sauropoda. Something of a land whale, so to speak. Decomposition leading to internal gases are responsible for the exposed Chest cavity. I estimate it died within the past 3 weeks. Perhaps the earthquake is responsible. Or perhaps the doctor's virus. We should tag all the Dacosauruses with probes.
Okay, we want that. There's one more. Oh, one more.
Dacosaurus DNA confirmed.
Alright.
Good job. Let's do a more thorough analysis of their biology. Perform a scan on a Dacosaurus.
Great. Let's see. This one? Probably that one.
Preliminary analysis indicates that they are not a pack. The largest one is male, and the rest are female. Powerful jaws and serrated teeth. Their metabolism seems to be struggling, however. We need to know more about their behavior. Dacosauruses are infamous for being territorial and aggressive. Predators attack if they feel threatened or hungry. Our pod typically elicits some kind of aggressive response, but they seem to be ignoring us. I suggest you perform an ecography scan on the stomach of the largest Dacosaurus.
And one of the other cool things is you can slow down time. You can see I've got a timer here. I'm going to let this go. The largest one is that one. And it wants me to do this thing, I believe. So one of the ways that you can investigate aggressive animals is by essentially slowing down time.
There's the answer. The Dacosaurus stomach you scanned is filled to the brim with meat and rocks. My database indicates several prehistoric species swallowed stomach stones to aid digestion, as well as control buoyancy. They are not attacking us because they have gorged themselves on the meat of the Lusotitan. They're simply too full to be aggressive. The Dacosauruses have been feasting on the Lusotitan for days now. We know from previous scans they have very powerful jaws. Let's determine just how powerful they are. Scan all highlighted Dacosaurus bite marks on the Lusotitan's carcass.
Okay. So we want this. There's one down here. There's probably one more. There we go.
Exciting. The Dacosaurus' powerful jaw musculature allows them to lock into prey, rip off their flesh, and quickly swallow it whole. No chewing required. In fact, we should see it for ourselves. Let's see if we can't help open their appetites A little. Fortunately, I have just the tool for the situation. Bait. Fire the projectile directly at any living organism to make it appetizing to all nearby creatures. Use the bait on the lone Lusotitan meat chunk to attract a Dacosaurus.
Alright. So, we got a new thing here. Oh, we want to use that meat chunk that's sitting over here. Okay. Let's get away from this thing.
What splendor! This data confirms our scans were correct. They do not mess around. Look, Titanites. They must be interested in the Lusotitan's carcass too. Titanites are likely prey for Dacosaurus. This Lusotitan's carcass has provided many unique research opportunities. I would expect Dacosaurus to attack Titanites on sight. But we know that they've gorged themselves. That said, the Titanites seem remarkably undeterred by the presence of such predators. What could cause such confidence? Attach bait directly onto a Titanite to entice a Dacosaurus to attack, and then observe the event.
Yeah, let's slow this down. Oh. And let's back away.
That's a surprise. The Dacosaurus allowed the Titanite to escape. Let's scan that Titanite.
Want that one. Yeah, not too much more to go on this one. There we go.
The external shell was barely scratched. This protection is likely why the Titanites were not more cautious.
Oh.
Cadet, I have some bad news. A new bask of Dacosaurus have appeared. They seem in the mood for live prey, which in this situation means us. Hurry back to the research center. We cannot unload our data in a post-mortem state. Please
All right.
scan the portal to initiate the transport sequence.
Oh, there's a trophy. See, that guy is coming for us. Oh.
All
All
systems
right.
are now online and operational. Prepare for temporal relocation in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, another part of this story is that the previous person that was working on this project has disappeared. I guess potentially it's the guy that we found out might be sick. Let me see how long we've been doing this. Okay. Yeah, I think we will wrap it up after this. Just give you a quick glance at what's next. Yeah, these sorts of dark loading screens are not great in
The
VR.
latest batch of data was so thorough. Thank you. I know it's tiring work.
And how is your research against the virus progressing, Doctor?
The news is mixed. In the week since you left, the International Health Monitor has begun calling it the Jurassic flu.
Factually incorrect.
The point is they
Oh.
named it because it's spreading.
The number is much bigger than
Low
before.
Ocean currents would keep it contained to the north longer, but the ice is receding faster than our models predicted. Currents have already carried it to Northwest Africa and the Caribbean. Once symptoms break, we expect it to spread across Africa and South America from host to host. From there, it will quickly take root on every continent.
Doctor, are you all right?
Fatigue. The cadet must feel it too.
We could assign more of my resources to you. I am designed to...
That's not how you spell resources.
Rob, your research systems are the best we have. The cadet needs everything you can offer. If you want to help me, look after the cadet. Search for the cure.
Of course, Doctor.
Keep up the excellent work.
Time travel is both physically and mentally demanding. Even more so with the fate of humanity on the line. That said, do not feel ashamed if you need to take a short break before returning to the past. In fact, I would recommend it.
Alright, so let's go take a quick look. Yeah, there's our next launch point. I'm guessing each of these is a different bit. Let's go take a look at what we've learned down here and see how it's going. Alright. So we got the Dacosaurus. Late Jurassic, early Cretaceous. Okay. Definitely looks like an ancestor of crocodiles and alligators. Let's take a look at these Titanites. Yeah, well, it's 7 feet tall, which is pretty huge. Okay. Things aren't great over here. Yeah, that is a lot of people. I think that's everything. I don't know if we're going to be able to go back and necessarily learn more if there's stuff about that built in. But, hey. It's for me to find out, and you to potentially check out the game. So, thank you for tuning in. This is out on PlayStation VR. No non-VR support. This very much seems like a game that would not be as I don't know, as engrossing for me personally if I didn't have the VR to actually look around and all that. It is on sale right at the moment during the flash sale this weekend. It's the weekend of May 12th and 13th. I think it's the 13th. when I'm recording this. And it'll be over by Monday. So definitely, if you're interested in seeing more of this, definitely go check it out. I believe it's on sale for... let me double check. Okay, let me see. It is on sale for $11.99. It's normally $20. So far what I've seen, it's a pretty cool thing. I'm very much interested in the subject matter of these sort of ancient creatures, and definitely sort of a thing I'm interested in. And if you are too, this very much might be worth checking out. And thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys again next time.